Hi, and welcome to another LRCC Soundbite. Let me ask you a question. Are you popular? Does it even matter to you? What does it mean to be popular? I think that we can often determine our place in this world by how others view us. Some people work very hard to be seen in the way that they want to be seen. Politicians are well known for it. Social media influencers exist because of it. Famous people survive through making sure they get it right. There are people that will give you advice on what to do to change how you're viewed. Popularity seems to drive a lot in this world. But it's not a new thing. Believe it or not, Jesus became an extremely popular teacher, certainly at some times in his life. After all, going around healing people of different illnesses and diseases with nothing more than a word was just a little unusual. And that alone attracted different people. And I think people came and popularised him for a number of different reasons. First up, I said Jesus could perform miracles. So I think there was a group of people who wanted to see him, to see what they could get out of him. In other words, to be healed of whatever was a problem for them. Back then, this could be really important. There was no welfare state. If they didn't have health, then they maybe couldn't work and there was no life for them. The second group that popularised Jesus might have been those who enjoyed the show. The ones who liked seeing what would happen next and seeing these miracles. I'd like to think they were affected by what they saw and would go away and think about it, but I know that for some, they would probably never do anything more than just go and see the show. Next, I think there were curious people who had heard that he was an interesting speaker, maybe a bit academic, so these people might go along and try to talk with him, try to hear him talking to others, maybe even try and catch him out. See if they could learn something new. Fourthly, I think there was a group who felt that maybe their own status and popularity would be enhanced by associating with Jesus. Maybe some of them did invite him round for dinner, and they'd gather friends, relatives and other influential people to join them to say, look, here I am, I'm important, I've got Jesus visiting me. Finally, I think there were a group of people, maybe like the disciples, who were so attracted by Jesus that they stayed with him and followed him everywhere. There were more than just the famous 12 disciples doing this. We read about that in other places, that this group travelling with Jesus was growing. Some of these people may have been those who were healed or had heard what he said or seen something amazing that had just stuck with them. For whatever reason, they found themselves so attracted they stayed and continually followed him. I found myself thinking about, where do I fit into that? What sort of person am I? Am I someone who goes out looking for what I can get? Or someone who just likes the show? Do I just have an academic interest in things? Or do I think doing the right thing will look good for me? For me, I like to think, anyway, that I try to be genuine and follow things for good reason. If I think about my Christian faith, I follow Jesus for many reasons. I follow him because I've heard and read things. I follow him because I've seen things. I follow because I want to try and make a difference for other people. I follow him because I've found a personal relationship with Jesus is possible even today. And I want to share that, and I want to try and encourage others to discover that for themselves. All those things, they're just part of my life experience and my own story. What are the things that drive you? What are the things in your life story that have made you into the person that you are today? What are the things you like about that person? And what are the things you wish could be different? Getting underneath the surface to think about the things that drive us it really makes me think. As always, I'd be really happy to talk more about it if you wanted to get in touch. But for now, have a great week. I'll see you next time. God bless you.